Black men and women. With a coveted lineup of items that run from rolling papers to CBD bath bombs, Ayana Leaf has a little something for every conscious consumer. Click the link in our bio and learn more about Ayana Leaf. And Tree 18. You want to get your brand in front of the right audience, then you need to tap in with Tree 108. Tree 108 can help you create unique advertising that helps you stand out. Follow Tree 18 now and make sure that you tap in with them to see if you can reach the next level. All right, without further ado, and I already thought about the title for this episode. I got my pod brother in the building, man. My boy M.O.N. M.O.N, what's up? Y'all, you know what? He really doesn't need an intro. I mean, y'all should have seen him a little while ago. He came on and did a solo joint before with us, man. But he's the co-host of the Smoke Battle. He's a host. He's a content curator. All around cool ass nigga, man. And like I say, he's my pod brother right here.
For sure.
What's good with you, man? And he came dressed to impress, nigga. Like I love somebody who just pull out like with the drip on.
I mean, it's regular me.
Always ready. You know what's crazy? I know we're gonna get into a whole lot, but I'm seeing the gold cap right there.
Yeah.
I got my boy Spark Dog coming on soon. And my goal is to get Spark to slug me up on the air because I definitely want to get a bottom grill done, man. So he was already DMing about the shit. He wanted me to do the mold and all that, but bro, yeah, I want to get it.
You know the crazy thing? I done had this since I was 12 years old.
I believe it. You from Atlanta?
But I really want to get it taken out now.
At what?
I don't know. I just want to get the pearly whites. I want to switch it up.
Man, you gotta let it live at this point, man.
I think that's what everybody say.
You gotta let it live at this point. Yeah, the dudes from Atlanta grew up with goals in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the first thing you got done.
Facts.
So like I said, I got my boy M.O.N in the building, man. M.O.N is a substitute for our guest, man. My man Young Marley with Shark Lotto was supposed to come through, and they had an emergency earlier, so we gonna reschedule
We
Marley.
still got the sharks in the building.
Definitely. I
came
see you
through
got the
with
pack
shark.
over there. You came prepared for this tonight, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, I got my boy M.O.N with me, man. Smoke Battle, co-host, and all this, man. But so M.O.N, what's been good with you lately, bro?
Hey man, cooling it. Really been tapping into the event side. You know what I mean? You know, everybody been doing the pop-ups, but we kind of like transitioning and showing like a different side instead of like focusing on making people come just to buy weed, give you more an experience.
Yeah, that's the real shit, man. You know, we was talking about, because I was at the Dice Mixer not too long ago. Shout out to my girl Roz and M for MM. They did the Dice Mixer down the street, and the Dice Mixer gave you a vibe of a pop-up, but it was really more of a networking event. It was so dope to see so many people of color out there who was all involved with the plant or wanted to be in the business of the plant, be out there networking. But I thought then, I was like, man, I kind of wish we had pop-ups again, but also I kind of need this too.
I mean, the pop-up's cool, but it damn near, like, I think it was cool when people wasn't hip.
Yeah.
When people didn't get hip to what they was actually doing, once you go to 3, 4, maybe 5, you like, okay, so I'm paying to buy weed.
Yes.
Fuck out of here. And I was smart enough to think like, okay, I'm part of the community, and I don't want to feel like I'm hustling for like everybody else with that. So like, most of our part is gonna be weed included. Yeah. Weed gonna always be included at our party. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta really purchase it. You know what I mean? Cause we ain't selling no weed. Part of the smoke battle, the way we kick it, like it's an ancillary thing to marijuana, what we bring.
Bro, I really honestly miss pop-ups though, man. It was a time. I did too. It was a time, and I feel like that was such it was almost like a year run where.
It was so hard. What you want to? I say. My boy, I don't want to say a real name. My boy Tony ATL, he said 2017 were they prime.
Really?
That's what he told me.
Shout out Tunnel ATL, man. That man, look, Jadakiss, fucking Currencies. We used to go to pop-ups and be like, oh shit, this is in Atlanta.
And I felt like they prime was 2020.
Me too. I felt COVID.
2019 and 2020.
Bro, right after we broke out of COVID, I felt like that's when people started realizing, oh, this shit going on. Because when I went to my first one, I could shout him out. My man Chief Green. You know, Chief been on the show for forever. Chief used to do the pop-ups, and I was like, yo, when I went to my first one, matter of fact, it was the first time I brought out Atlantis clothing. I went to my first one.
You went to the gamer?
Yeah. Bro, by the time I set up.
That was so genius. Shout out to Chief. I've been meaning to tell you that, but salute, bro.
When I say by the time I set my table up, I had already made 150. And at that point, I was like, fuck it, I already made my you know what I'm saying? Like, I just walked around at that moment, and I'm like, yo, this is the most beautiful vibe of all time. Like, I used to love going to pop-ups back in the day. I'm kind of mad we don't have them no more, really.
And they do.
It's just not the
same. Private just did a good one. Shout out to Private Studio, my boy. He do hard ones.
I just saw him not too long ago. I'm going to have you back on the show soon, bro. I literally just saw my man on Lindbergh about like 5 weeks ago.
I ain't going to lie. I'm going to salute my boy Nacho. You know Nacho?
Yeah.
Nacho and Good Treats, when they did theirs right down the street.
Oh, they didn't know down there?
Whoo, that shit was so hard, man. They had I got to salute. They had one of the best goddamn pop-ups.
I almost don't want to drop names, but I see, outside of Chief, Sunday Service was the best to me because Sunday Service was a fucking vibe, dog. I'm talking about. At one point, you had
DUI.
You had nuns walking out there dressed up. He brought Slink Johns. Black Jesus came through one night.
Nah, they did their thing.
Black Jesus came to Sunday Service. Yeah, they turned Atlanta into California real quick.
For
real quick, man. But yeah, the vibe is still out there, man.
Nah, it's still out there.
Yeah, and
if that's what you still looking for.
I'm just glad I had a chance to be part of it before it was a fish. I don't want to say it was a wrap, because everybody just kind of fell back really because you needed to at one point. Like you can't oversaturate a market, especially a market that's not where we at. You know what I'm saying, with Atlanta. But yeah, that was a moment, man. If y'all missed those moments, then I feel bad for you.
Facts.
Yeah, I feel bad for you, man. But you was back doing events, and I apologize. I couldn't make the event. I actually had to work, and we're gonna talk about why I had to work in a minute too, man. Because it goes back to why I need to smoke weed again. But the backyard comedy special, man. You brought out a super dope vibe with cannabis, comedy, food, all that, man. Talk to us about the backyard comedy special. How'd it go?
It was cool, man. Like you said, it was a vibe. We had vendors out there. But we kept it light, too. You see what I'm saying? We didn't have too many. We had, like, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then we had, like, a mixture. We had edibles. We had, like we said, we had complimentary drinks. So that's something. It's just certain things I was noticing. I was like, when I have my events, because I don't even want to call them pop-ups. Like, when I have my events, I want folk to feel like the last thing you think about buying is some weed.
That's what's up, man. So so you had some comedians come through?
Yeah, we had some comedians come through, but we had like some technical difficulties. So they did, a couple comedians did their thing, but with the sound, it just wasn't right. So we just ended up kicking the vibe. We had the food truck out there. Everybody was just kicking shit, playing music. You see what I'm saying? It just turned into a real barbecue then.
Bro, when you got a real vibe, you can kind of improvise like how we doing now.
And that's exactly
you know what I'm saying?
Happened.
Like when you got a real vibe, shit is gonna happen regardless. Like it doesn't really, a blip ain't really gonna stop nothing, man. But I thought the idea was dope. I really wanted to come out that night, and I remember when I looked at the day, I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then we can get into why I started smoking again. Like you was there, you was here today when I started my trek.
Yep.
Where I had to do my 30-day run where I couldn't smoke because I had to take a drug test for a job, right? Yeah, sounds crazy, right? I had to take a drug test for a job, and I got the job.
That's good.
I didn't. The crazy part was I used UPass.
What the fuck? You ain't have to never stop smoking.
I used UPass. No, I did. I got scared at the end. I felt like I've been consuming now for decades. I was like, I feel like 30 days ain't long enough for me to go in here and just piss clean. So at the day before, that's how I ended up running into private studios, right? I ran down the street to what's it called? Is it Smoke Trips? I went to Smoke Trips real quick. Went and grabbed me a UPass joint. I went and read the directions, bro. I was scared shitless. When I say I taped that shit to my leg, and I kept thinking to myself, this shit gonna fail. This shit gonna fail. This shit gonna fail. I'm pissed. I'm being nice to the nurse and all that. I'm playing the whole I'm doing the whole shit. Like me and the nurse kicking it for a little while. Like yeah, doing my whole podcast thing with her. We kicking it. I peed, and then 2 weeks later, I get a phone call saying, "Hey, so we can't wait to have you in the office." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I remember screaming. She should have knew at that moment I smoked. The way I screamed on that phone, like, "Oh shit, I passed." Say less.
Damn.
But yeah, I should have, man. Matter of fact, I didn't smoke all the way up until I walked into the office. So I still kept it funky. Like I kept the line. I hit my 30 days.
I was gonna say that's a perfect story for one of my shows, this Stoner's Complaint.
Oh, we can do it?
That'll be a perfect. I want you to send me that later.
We could do that because
just send it to me like in a voice message or something.
Oh yeah, we could do that. That was the whole story. I did 30 days.
That was hard.
I did 30 days, and when
that's
I say
crazy.
The day they told,
that's a Stoner Complaint.
The day I got the email about so we need to take the drug test. I'm thinking it's gonna be another week or so.
But you didn't smoke. Why you do the UPass?
Because I didn't, bro. When I say I've had so much THC in my body, maybe it was the paranoia of not having THC in your body. But by the time I got ready for the test, I was like, I don't know, dog. Like if I go in here and piss dirty, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
I feel you.
Let me go to get this UPass.
I feel you. Okay.
And at that point, everybody from my wife to anybody I know who smoked, Joe, nigga, why don't you just get UPass? Like I was like, cause I don't want to cut corners, bro. I'm gonna do this right.
Yeah.
I could probably take it. Nah, I can't take one now, definitely, but I could do 30 days. That's also something I learned. I could do straight 30 days not thinking about weed.
That's a fool.
Yeah.
I don't win a week. I don't win a week in the past 2 years since the pandemic.
Say word.
Yeah. I went a week.
You
without
could do
smoking.
it, man. Like I keep feeling like people who consume on a regular basis, you could take a day off. Like I know some folks who act like they can't take even a minute off. Nigga, I took 30 days off. Trust me, you can take a day off.
Yeah.
I do it on my. I had to sustain from smoking on a show where people come by with really good weed. That's hard. That's hard when people look you dead in the face like, yo, you want to hit this? Nah. Oh man, but you got a new show too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, talk to me about that. 'Cause I feel like I saw a test run, or I saw one of your first episodes online.
We really, it's really still in a pilot stage.
Okay.
The whole idea and show called Stoner's Complaint, where we get stories, weird ideas, some shit you had going on with a dealer, just some crazy, weird ass high stories, basically.
Oh, I got a good couple stories for you, man. Have y'all had the story yet about how you had to break up with your dealer?
Oh yeah, we got a skit about it, but we ain't had nobody do one yet.
Oh, I had to break up with my dealer. Matter of fact, he cut my hair a couple of days ago. I'm surprised we didn't joke about this, but I used to go to my man hardcore, and then I found somebody else, and it was almost like, you know, how do you tell him? You know what I'm saying? Like how do I say, bro? You know? Oh, he's my barber now.
That's dangerous. That's a dangerous game.
But I look good. Like he cut me up a couple of days Friday. Like he looked good. Like when I still put money in your pocket.
Fact.
It just wasn't gonna be for weed.
Yeah.
It just wasn't gonna be for weed. Not like you didn't have good weed. It's just I had a better options. That's the episode, bro.
I was gonna say that's a Stoner's Complaint, because I would be letting that nigga cut my hair no more. Period. Fuck that. That's the end of our whole relationship.
Boy, look. Now I felt the same way when I thought about calling him. I was like, dog, I don't know. Yeah, we still on good terms, man. I just saw you not too long ago. It's not like we had an issue with the weed. Like I love the weed. I just didn't like going down there no more. I felt like it was like I had somebody who's delivering, and it's. No, what happened was I posted on my Instagram. This is like maybe last year before last. I posted on my Instagram. So what do you do when you break up with your weed dealer? And he jumped in the comments like funny, nigga, because he knew. He knew. He said, "Back you funny. What do you do when you got to break up with your weed guy?"
Shit. I don't know. That's a good question, though.
Man, it's like a real love story, bro. Like, cause you know we was tight, we smoking, we pick up. You know what I mean? We had a good bond. You know what I'm saying? We still do got a good bond. Unless you cut my hair. You know what I'm saying? But
see, I don't really look at. See, I got a situation with people where it ain't like they not no weed dealer to me. If I get weed from folk, it's like we got a long history.
yeah,
Super cool. So it's like if I don't get no weed from you for months, we still good. Like I can pull up and just get some. You see what I'm saying? It's like, or if I get something from this person, like it ain't really to me. I don't look at it. That's why when people tell these stories, I be like, how consistent do you really be with somebody that you feel like you got to stop getting weed from them just to get weed from somebody else?
I was consistent and I was
That's a
lazy.
fool.
I was lazy when it came strictly to the delivery. Like my man would pull up on me, and I was like, I gotta weigh this out.
You right.
I gotta weigh
You
this
right.
out. Do I want to take the train all the way to the West End like every couple of days, or do I want to have somebody drop it off?
Facts. I can see how that'll work.
Bro, let me tell you, I be coming to the West End now, and I be thinking to myself, dog, you used to be on this train 8:00 at night with no worry to go get some weed, like with no worry in your mind
Damn.
to go get some weed. You here at first thing in the morning, all you thinking about is, man, there's too many J's out here. Man, I can't believe I come to the fucking West End. West End Station early in the morning like that. But yeah, I used to be down there hardcore, man. Shout out to my guy though. Yeah, he cut my hair now.
That's good. Y'all still got a good relationship.
Well, yeah, we still got a good relationship. It's so wild too, man. Like even before we left out, he said, "You know, I still got the bud," and I was like, "I'm glad we still got this relationship." You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't have my guy, I can still come down to you and get a lineup.
That is true.
So, what are some of the craziest stories you heard so far? What's been presented to you so far for the Stoner Confessions?
Man, it was one that was real funny. Then dude said that he was so high that he forgot his bank card was in his pocket. So smoke, and said shit he wanted to go to the store, but he thought he lost his card. So he checking it, he done end up calling the bank, got them to lock the card, all this crazy shit. And then once he's still at the store, he done checked their pocket. Card fall out. He tried to call the bank to see if they can unlock it. They like, hell no. Nah.
Nigga,
like,
you the scammer.
Exactly. Like, they like, we're going for nothing. And I was like, boy, that's a fool. I was like, boy, I know you was Steve. Like,
hell yeah,
if
bro.
that was all the money you had and you just that geeked up that you thought you left your card at the house, but it's on you at the store the whole time,
But that's some crazy story. Like, now that I think about it, we probably all got some crazy stories about, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to consuming cannabis, man. Like, whether it's buying, whether it's like that shit like that. Like, what's your craziest story?
And that got me thinking for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my craziest story with weed is the day Brian Nichols broke out of jail.
Oh, you talking about a long
Wow,
time
that's
ago.
crazy. You just make me think. I gotta tell this story. Hold on. All right. The day Brian Nichols broke out of jail, we was in school. We was high school. So we in high school. We looking at this shit. I'm like, but this shit crazy. Normal nigga try to skip school. Wasn't nobody on no skipping school shit that day. So
Boy, this nigga grabbed a white boy. This girl grabbed a white woman and was kicking it.
but what? So niggas is staying in school. Niggas is staying at school like the whole day. They have no weed, didn't smoke, none of that. So as soon as we get out of school, ready to get some weed, dying to get some weed. Couldn't get like one of them situations like you said, who we normally get weed from, couldn't get no weed. So we taking all damn night to just get some weed, bro. Somehow, I think the nigga came with the weed. We had our folk how he ended up pulling up with the weed. And in the midst of me, I'm so ready to leave because I got the weed and I felt so type of way because nigga took so forever. I grabbed the weed and leave. As soon as I go outside, the police goddamn snatching niggas up. Boom, throw us in the van. Boom, boom, boom. We don't know if these goddamn robbers or whatever, because, you know, this Red Dog day, so they goddamn not playing. You know what I mean? They throw a nigga in the van. They like to hear, put a light on. You fit the description of Brian Nichols? I'm 17 years old, bro. Yes. That was, but I'm talking about nigga ain't smoked not one piece of weed yet. Like, lucky enough they ain't find the weed on me, so I had to pre-try. Yeah.
Now I gotta smoke. Yeah, we gotta give people background on Brian Nichols. Brian Nichols kidnapped, what is it? Kidnapped that white woman. She was making food for him in the house. There was a lot going on.
That shit was a crazy ass story.
That was a lot going on. I feel like, wasn't part of the story too that she was on drugs too? At some point you realized that she was on drugs?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you high enough and you know the story, man, that man ain't do nothing to nobody. Think about my perspective. If these folks say you done kidnapped, this before the actual thing that he actually did. He was locked up for supposedly raping somebody, and he didn't do it. Man, that'll make any nigga get smart enough, crazy enough to figure out this shit to break up out of here. A rape, and I'm doing 20 years and I didn't do it.
That's something you don't want to have on your charge.
I'm telling you, man. I started thinking the older I got at the time, I'm like, damn, this man broke up out of that, but he wasn't going. He wasn't going. And if I'm going, y'all dead.
Bro, and they fucked around and thought you fit the image.
That shit was crazy, bro. They let us all go, but it was just like, what the fuck would y'all say that for? They put lights on. It was like 3 years. They had them put like, y'all fit the description of Brian Nichols looking at. We like, what the fuck? Like, we looking at each other, these folks like, y'all just stay right here. Had us in, look, it was a little paddy wagon, man. We just sitting in there, but they like, y'all get the fuck out. Boom. I'm like, damn, bro, I end up getting on the train. This like high school. So
niggas thought you was Brian Nichols. That's the wild part to me. Like, this is on TV, on the news. Like, you should have knew that this man wasn't Brian Nichols.
They still didn't catch him. They were just, this in the pet-ass bullshit in the hood. Red Dog shit.
Yeah, like my mama say, the cops going to catch the person they say who did it. Not who did it. They say who did it. So, yeah, you was using the line. I'm thinking, too, like, my craziest weed story was in California. Actually, it wasn't even nowhere close to Atlanta. It was in California, and I used to date this girl who was from Torrance. So she took me out to L.A. We was out there smoking. This is back when chronic was still a thing. I don't know if people could still buy chronic, but chronic was still a thing. So we in the hood. Like, I could give you big stories. Like, we literally was in Inglewood, and we was with this dude whose brother's a big rapper. We was with this dude. So we sitting up and around, he got the bag, and we bought like it was a QP at the time. Like, it was the most weed I've ever seen in my personal life at that moment. Like, he whipped out a QP, and we bought that hoe. So we rolling up, again, if you in California, we was rolling up little cigarellos at the time. Like, back then, niggas was still rolling up Dutches. They was rolling up Dutches where I'm from, but they was rolling up little cigarellos. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, regardless, we smoking. That shit hit me so damn hard. Like, I remember we was from the next 4 hours of my life was almost like a movie. Like we was in a restaurant, I couldn't pay attention. Like, I'm moving around like this. We go to Universal City Walk, I'm still high to the point where all the lights hit me. I just took off running. Like, I remember doing a black man doing a full fucking sprint through Universal City Walk, high as a fucking kite, dog. And I didn't come down until we driving back to the hotel. It was me, my girl, her cousin, her dude. We driving back from the hotel, and you see the cops hit the lights on us. We was in not Carson. We was in Gardena. Hit the lights on us.
I was in Gardena. That shit. Them boys banging hard.
Bro, let me tell you something. I learned a whole lot about gang culture this night.
I was gonna say me too.
Because even the night I told him, I said, bro, we was gonna get the weed. I said, y'all just go across the street to go get the Dutchess or whatever. They said, nah, you need somebody to walk with you. I said, fuck, I need somebody to walk with me.
Boy, you sound just like the same thing
bro,
the nigga told me.
My words was just that. I said, the fuck I need somebody to walk with me for? He said, nah, you need somebody to walk with you. I didn't realize what he needed somebody to walk with me for until we got to the store. Cause it was Samoans. Bunch of Samoans outside, head down to their backs, just standing outside. And I'm looking like, oh yeah, I would have stood out like a motherfucker. Over here, I would have stood out like a motherfucker simply trying to get some cigars. But we get pulled over in Gardena. Yeah. And this is when my high dropped down, because now we got the cops. I'm trying to cool down now. Cops pull my man out, they arrest him. I didn't know this even happened. They arrest my man for child support. Like yeah, that was the warrant. I thought the warrant was the U-turn, the fact we smoking weed in this car. They arrest this man for child support, but they put the cuffs on. They let him go. They was like, but that's the ticket. You gotta pay your child support. Now I'm all the way the fuck down high. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for 4 hours, boy, I was gone in California, man. Gone. I'll never forget that. Shout out to Chronic. I don't know if they still do Chronic, but Chronic fucked the kid up. Just Chronic fucked the kid up. Matter of fact, we went to go see, I got a picture of it too. I went to go see the place where Biggie got killed that night. Like, that's how high I was. I was now trying to be a tourist. Yo, take me to where Biggie got killed. I want to go to the Peterson Auto Museum. I got a picture of me sitting out here like this too. Like repping Big. Like, yo, I'm out here for Big tonight. I was high as a kite, just being dumb as fucking California. Everything should have happened to me. Like, everything bad should have happened at that night. Even when we went to the gas station, it was almost like going to Men's Society. We at the gas station, niggas just pulling up, all kind of, well, it was blue. All kind of blues coming out, like different color blues. Like, nigga, just everybody in blue, though. And I'm sitting there looking like, yo, this is the most, I don't even want to get out the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to get out the car to go nowhere at this point. Like, let me just be high in the back seat.
Nah, nigga, that hat shit is serious. I ain't gonna lie. I remember I watched the nigga on before say about, what kind of hat you wear in L.A.
Oh.
But of course, we from Atlanta. We laughing at this shit as a meme. When I got out there, though, I goddamn had on a purple New York hat.
Grape Street.
Man, nigga goddamn, it was a nigga, he was a security guard at the dispensary. He said, hey, bro, please take it. I was like, what you mean? He was like, just take the hat off, bro. He was like, this is like real blood territory, and it look like you, you know what I mean? And you could tell it's just regular job on some security shit.
He trying to protect himself.
Man, that nigga, boy, exactly.
He trying to protect himself from a shootout.
I was like, shit, let me go and take this shit off.
Bro, California a different place.
That shit
Even
real.
Shout out to Danny. Yo, Danny will know the time me and Danny went down to Slink Johnson took us to this dispensary he go to. This before shit was legal. I guess it was like some little hole in the wall type dispensary, but still a store.
Yeah, they had a lot of that out there too.
Boy, we was in this little small ass what's it called, like mall area, but it was like a strip mall. We was in this little small ass strip mall. Me again, high as fuck. I just love being outside. I feel like anywhere I go, I'm good. Like I'm that dude. So I'm out in the parking lot just lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around like everybody dressed like you. Everybody in around there dressed like you. And when I'm outside, everybody came outside. And I'm looking like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be out here right now, though. Let me go back inside real quick. They got the gates locked and shit, so now I'm waiting for these niggas to open the door. I keep looking around. There's more niggas just like you pulling up. Open this fucking door, dog. Like, I'm not getting left in L.A. right now. Open this door. Fucking around in Inglewood. Like, yo, you got to watch when you're moving around to L.A. L.A. is no joke.
Exactly.
That people be thinking it's sweet because it's Hollywood, but you could drive Crenshaw Boulevard, and there's real nice parts of Crenshaw Boulevard, but you keep driving, you're going to fuck around and end up in some place that's been in a song.
You could be downtown Hollywood on a back street. That's how we were moving around.
I definitely don't play with that.
I'm like, oh, man, I'm on the back street. I'm saying, I'm like, oh, this shit real.
That's why I found out.
On the next street, it's Wilshire and all this Gucci and all this shit, and on like 2 blocks over. Shit, real.
California
I like that shit crazy.
California ain't no joke. They when they say for real, it's almost like going to New York. Like I remember when I was in New York when they used to do they used to have PSAs on the train where they'd be like, yo, tuck your chain, it's chain snatching season. Like, they have to advertise to tell you that you about to get robbed.
You been to New York since it's been legal?
Since it's been legal? No.
I've
been to Boston since it's been legal.
We need to do that move.
Take a trip, man. You know, I just had a conversation with somebody about the legal industry and how stats are showing that people are still leaning more towards going to the streets versus dispensaries.
Facts.
And
I just read that.
Bro, I told my man a real story. I said when I was in Boston, I went to go get some weed from Pure Oasis. Pure Oasis is a legal dispensary. It's in Grove Hall. It's a neighborhood I basically grew up in. Like, I know Roxbury like the back of my hand. So I went up there to purchase some legal cannabis, and I had the bud in my hand. I remember putting the bud in my pocket. I distinctly remember walking down Blue Hill Ave and going to somebody I know who sell weed and say, hey, bro, let me get a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like I distinctly remember that, and smoking your weed before I smoked this weed I just bought out of a legal place. I'm not your target demographic for dispensaries. Like, I'm still growing up in a place where I'm still more comfortable. Like I say, I got multiple dudes right now. Like, I'm more comfortable going to y'all. I don't give a shit if a store open tomorrow. Like, I'm more comfortable going to y'all than I am going to these people. Not saying there's no knock with it, but it's just that's not what I grew up doing.
No, for real. And I was reading that on that new Forbes magazine with Burn on.
With Burn on the cover,
and it was saying that like the average pound price in California is 57% down from 2017.
So everybody's running to California right now after hearing that.
Yeah, I mean, but we already know that anyway, because the shit used to be 35, 37. Now you can get a bag for 22, 21, 19, 18, 16, and all that shit. So it's like, once I read that, I was like, that makes sense now to what's going on. So it's like, and like I said, to what you said, more people more comfortable than going in the dispensary. You got to show your ID, and it's all this extra.
We not their demographic. Like, your demographic to go to dispensaries, they still in high school. Like, them the people who gonna be saying, I'm gonna go to the dispensary.
And real older people, like the 50 plus.
Yeah, who never did it before.
Yeah.
I'm used to, in the middle of the night, going in the middle of the hood and waiting for a dude to open the door for me. I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, I remember even talking to Head Crack. Head Crack is an investor in a dispensary in Chicago. And me and him came up with a concept. He said, it would be a good concept for a dispensary if it was just a drive up where you can knock on the door real quick, dude open the door, give you the bag, you give him the money and leave. Because I'm used to that. I said, bro, I go there every day.
That's
you know
hard.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to doing that.
That is hard.
Bring that to life.
That is hard.
I afraid that to
That ain't
life.
nothing but a trap. You seen when the dude had the vendor machine?
Yeah.
That was so genius.
They have those though. It's genius, definitely.
That was so genius.
Was it? I'm not sure if he was in a league.
He didn't have a license because he was in a legal state, Michigan. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
It's about how they can license it. It's about how they can tax it. And if you getting around that loophole, they're gonna put you right back in them cuffs. Long story short. Long story short. And that's what me and my man was talking about. He said, there's still people who are still hesitant about doing shit that's even government related. And I'm like, I'm people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm people. I'm in this game and I'm still people.
Yep.
If I'm in Vegas, I'm getting weed, I'm not hesitant to say who got bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still go to this store, but if I'm around certain people, I'm gonna say, hey, y'all probably got some better shit. Yeah,
That's true.
We having nigga conversations right now.
Like you said, I like to be tapped in. Cause like you said, I done went to Orlando and was tapped in with some folks.
Yeah.
As soon as I got down there, I had the real one.
Bro,
So it felt good. I was like, this how you supposed to be.
I was hurt when I was in Tampa trying to find some weed because that was one of the moments where I was like, I wish we had a store. Because trying to find somebody who had quality bud in a city that shuts down early, because Tampa shut down early, and you just driving around and everything closed. I'm like, I can't even find. I remember at one point we did find some bud. We couldn't even find no place to get a cigar. Like, we driving around, like we had to almost drive out of Tampa to get to a gas station to buy a Dutch. I'm like, y'all done. I don't even want to smoke no more. I don't even want to smoke it no more at this point, man. But it's crazy the stories that do come up. So you actually got a good idea with the stoner stories, man, because we could roll them out all day.
And yeah, like you say, I'm trying to get bigger sponsors and get the shit bigger. So right now we got Slapwoods fucking with us.
Okay.
So it's just on some pilot shit, you know what I mean? Pitch it to somebody bigger, and we can take it where it need to go.
You got to do that, man. Like,
Yeah,
at this
man.
point, content is king, and we're in a world now where you could create the idea you have. You could literally create that, and just like how you created Smoke Battle, you can create something else that's also equally dope.
Yep.
So take your time and build that up, man, because that's a good. Now that I think about it, that's a good idea. I'm sure Joe. I'm even looking at Joe. I know Joe got some good weed stories. Like, you got them written over your face.
That's why I say send them in any kind of weed store, you high, bad weed dealer, situation, wherever you was, you can email us at thesmokebattle@gmail.com or DM us at the smoke battle too on IG.
You know what's crazy? It's thinking about smoke stories. How many good stories I have of smoking bad weed? You know what I mean?
That's
Like
what
back
I'm
when
saying.
back when we had
That
Reggie
too.
was just plentiful. Like when I thought Arizona was exotic. Like you know what I'm saying? Like in that era, plenty
Yes.
of good stories when I thought this was some good weed.
But this era, they don't know nothing but good weed, so they probably don't have as many bad stories about bad weed. It'll be more about the dealer. Or you got the air pack. I ain't gonna lie.
I was about to
That
say
air
there's
pack.
some bad weed.
Yeah, we need an air pack era. Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta have that air pack era where we talk about that.
Boy, there's some bad weed out here because you could put a name on some shit and you be smoking it like, really? I'm not sure if this was what you call good.
Yeah. See. Okay. Boom. I was just having this discussion with somebody, right? I was telling him that you can't determine good weed based off of you getting a deal. Now, if you getting a good deal, like I got people personally who I know who give you good weed for a good deal, and that's amazing. But if you just got a good deal for some bullshit weed, you got played.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and most people don't, they shoot for what's highest THC levels. That's always not also the best move. Like I'm a big taste person. So when it comes to terpenes and all that shit, I really like how the weed tastes. That's my enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be fucking 80% THC and sky the fuck high. I've been there before. I ended up running down Universal Skywalk, the City Walk. I don't need to be that stupid high, but you know, to each his own. Some people like high THC. I like a taste.
And every day is different with me. Shit, if I might smoke some shit that, like you said, high THC and all this head high shit, and I'm only good with that for a day or two. And then, like you said, I just want some shit with flavor. Like that's my new lingo now. What's the flavor? Who got like you said, when you hit it, you want to be able to goddamn shout out to Sharp. They got some flavor.
Facts.
For real, for real.
Fact. You know, it's crazy. You know, as I get older, I realize how much I place personal safety over just getting weed. And case in point, when I was heading over here, I had to stop by the gas station to get some cigars. And before I even get to the gas station, there's 3 people standing in front of the door. And before I even open the door, gas, just yelled it at me. Just yelled it at me. And I was like, damn, let me get the fuck up out of here. Like, y'all too aggressive. Y'all way too aggressive for me right now. And I don't even know if you got good weed. I just know you got gas. Just yelling it at a nigga. So, yeah, I put personal safety over a whole lot of shit, too, nowadays. I still will get some, if I feel like, if I ain't just gonna buy no weed out of a gas station, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't buying yours. Just, you know, you screamed at the brother. Like, I don't even want to pull no money out.
Yeah, you can't buy no weed at no gas station.
You can't buy no weed for no dude who just yelled at you like that. Like, I feel bad for women. Like, so this is how it goes down with y'all at the gas station? Niggas just yell at you like that? Like that? Boy, yo, gas. I was like, shit. Matter of fact, I was in the Uber car, and when I got back in the Uber, she said, I'm glad you got up out there quick. I said, yeah, right? Like, dude, just too aggressive for me, man. I don't want your bud like that.
Exactly. It can't be the real one.
No. You know, you know, I was so mad when I used to watch youngins pull up with the runts bags. And I'm like, y'all sure this runts? Like, man, look, I'm smoking runts. Are you sure this is runts? Because I feel like a lot of y'all smoking, again, Arizona.
I feel like, too, like, it's just an unknown Atlanta thing. Don't buy no weed from a gas station. Like, that's crazy. Like, are you fucking, you taking a major risk.
Oh, you talk about a story, bro. One time when I was coming down here, I stopped at at the Greyhound station. If y'all know Greyhound over there by Magic City and all that shit, that's definitely, the whole place is a trap. It's across the street from a jail. You know what I'm saying? The whole place is a trap. Right. So I'm waiting for my bus to go back to Charlotte, and I said to myself, damn, I wish I grabbed some weed when I was at the show I was at, but I ain't get no weed. I said, somebody out here got some weed. This is me again being young and stupid. Somebody out here got some weed. So I'm looking around. I just started saying, you got weed? Got weed? Like, you know, you now broadcasting that you need to get robbed at this point. You walking through, you know what I'm saying? You got weed. So this dude come up to me, this old head come up to me and say, I got the bud. I said, cool. I said, he said, what you got? I said, I want to get a dub. And I was about to get a dub because I had 20 on me, but he said, I got 10. So I was like, I got 10 too. So I said, boom, we just quick handshake, right? Gave him the 10. He walked away. I had the pack in my hand. I look around, about to go bust this pack down. Why this nigga gave me grass? Like actual factual grass. Like went in the ground, pulled out grass, put grass in a bag, dapped me up for $10 and gave me grass.
That's Atlanta, boy.
And I didn't even feel bad about it. I was like, yo, you know what? That was a good lick. Like that was a good lick. I ain't even gonna feel bad about that. My man got me. He saw what it was. I'm glad I didn't get taken off everything. You know what I mean? Because I know the area I'm in.
Exactly.
But he sold me grass. Like literal grass from the ground. He pulled it out, put it in the bag, wrapped it up, had it tied up and everything. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks like some good bud. Cool.
Like,
nah, that was grass. Nah, I ain't never see that man again. Nah, I ain't never seen him again a day of my life, boy. I got on that Greyhound and went back, and that was the end of that story. Yeah, I had weed at the house.
It was the broadcast. Once she seen you broadcast, he like.
Again, my older self thinks about safety nowadays. Would I walk up and down the street, across the street from Magic City and down the street from a jail, yelling, who got weed? No. 25-year-old me. Would he walk up and down the street, across the street from a jail, across the street from Magic City, where there's a bunch of homeless people, and say, who got weed? Yup. Absolutely did that. Absolutely. I was so paranoid too, because they got cops out there by that Greyhound. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't want to get caught. I want to roll this up real quick. I opened the bag, said, this nigga got me grass. Like actual, factual grass. Pulled out the dirt grass.
Hey, we got to do a skit like that. But instead of it being grass in there, have grass rolled on that motherfucker.
Yeah, if he would have said that's the bag, like he would have stamped it grass. Mm-hmm. That's what he hit me with. He gave me a bag of grass, and I'm never to this moment I'm not upset at that man. You did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, he
for
earned
the person
that one.
Who asked.
Yep.
I couldn't have been the only person you served grass to that night. You probably made He probably went and got some. He probably went and got what he wanted to get.
Yeah.
Off us standing outside the bus station asking for weed. So yeah, this story's all day, man. You gonna bring back the smoke battle though?
Hell yeah, season 6, we coming for 2023. We finna come with it in a different way. I don't want to tell too much, but it's gonna be more Family Feud-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
So we like Live Hip Hop Daily versus another show. Like we could do that. We got smokers.
We got
smokers and hosts.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be more of a quicker, like. I ain't gonna say too much, but it's gonna be like a game show for real. We say it's a game show, so now we elevating beyond a podcast and making it in a game show.
Bro, we was just watching something about Rucker Park. I feel like, yo, this is where you get to be Fat Joe. You get to pick a dream squad. Let's go in here and sweep these boys.
For real though, and that's what we want to start doing. Having on some shit like that.
Yeah, we with it, man. That's like a cool concept too, man. But I really like the stoner story, the stoner story because the minute you said it, I forgot about that grass story. That happened. People got them. I need to know how else you got for weed one time, man. People got them. Who burnt you for some weed one day?
That always don't happen. That don't happen to everybody. I don't think nobody can never say
Nah,
that
people ain't gonna probably admit it until you like on a show like that. But like I can tell you straight up, dude sold me grass for $10.
That was hard.
I thought I was getting over because I was about to buy a dub. Like I thought I got over. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even have to spend this $20. What's up? Nah, he got me. I'm glad I didn't pay $20 for grass. Then I would have been pissed off.
What I feel like give me is selling me the shit that I ain't really smoking. Like if you dress it up like, but it woo, and then smoking and it ain't that.
Oh, bro.
To me, I'm more disappointed in that.
Everybody know the names nowadays. That's the shit that steer me away from it. Keep me with a select circle of people who I feel like are gonna give me quality because every single person know a name. Like anything runts at this point, man. Somebody might tell you might sell you Hirachi runts at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like come up with all kind of names. We got them. You know what I'm saying? Like they got all the names. They know what they trying to draw you in.
True.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Get some quality, man. If you could tell somebody, if you could let somebody know, like how they can get in touch with you to send out them stories, because that's actually a cool ass concept, but I need to promote that. How can they get you some stories?
It's to DM us. You can DM us at the Smoke Battle. Send it as a voice memo. You can text the story. You know what I mean? That's really the best way because it's quicker for me to go ahead and grab them and be like, okay. Especially if you do a voice memo, just do a voice memo and tell the story.
Oh, we gotta have the auditions in a little while. Who has the best stoner stories?
And really, like you said, that was more our pilot season that we was cranking it up. We really wouldn't mind bringing it up here, like you said, and bring that vibe up here. So
that's definitely a collab because I could invite some people out who would be open enough to tell you some.
And that's how I really want to have it. I want more people actually telling it instead of you sending them in. It'll be more organic and be better. where you could just sit it more so we give a person their platform to just go ahead and just tell the story.
Bro, I'm glad we linked up, man. Like, I feel like we got so many of the same ideas and same energy because I want to turn the show more into experience. Like I say, next time I have Sparking on, I want to get slugged up on the show. Like, that's going to be us talking. And also want y'all to see me getting a new grill.
You heard of G's the Tattoo Man?
No.
He's a tattoo artist. We gonna have him on for the smoke battle. I'm gonna link you up with him too. I don't know if you tatted and shit, but
no, I need a new tattoo. I only got one my whole life. I got it on my 21st birthday, and I said every year after that, I'm gonna get a new tattoo every year. I literally have one.
We gonna have him on and have him do some tats and goddamn. I really want to get him and another tattoo artist against each other and see who can do the best tattoo.
Oh, don't have a fight.
Not a fight, but you know what I mean? Because you know Digi, he got a lot of tattoos, so see who can do the best smoke battle tattoo. You see what I'm saying? That and while we smoking, just some more geek shit. You know
bro,
what I mean?
people will get personal, boy. Especially in Atlanta. Atlanta take their title serious about yo. I think I'm the best tattoo artist. Y'all start tattooing too good, it could go left.
Hopefully niggas don't fight.
I could go left, man. But I think it's a cool concept, man. I'm here to support whatever you do, as I told you in DMs, messages all the time, bro. Any way I can support you, because I feel like that's what we need to do in the city, and we need to do just overall as brothers and sisters out here. Lift each other up in all these concepts. Some of them ain't gonna be good, but you bring some good ideas. So I'm like, anything this man throw at me, man. If I could do it, I can help him.
Nah, we're gonna link on that. We're gonna take it to another level and bring it up here. Like I said, that was really what I wanted to do. Like just shoot it as a pilot season. I had some connections with Slack Woods. That was cool, but I really want to like get bigger sponsorship. Like I see what you be doing too. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna make that shit work.
Okay. Somebody coming right now. All right, man. So I appreciate you coming through, man. That's Cash Color Campus, a high level of conversation. And I'm sorry, I'm texting right now. Somebody's at the door. So my boy, appreciate you coming through.
Know that, man. Always.
Pod Brothers. That's the
smoke
episode.
battle. I like
that's
that.
The episode
that's
right
hard.
there. That's the episode right there, man. I'm gonna get on his show one day and give some more smoke secrets. I can think of some more, but I just, gave you the gems right here.
We're gonna executive produce it. Everything. Shit, we're gonna work.
Boy, bring it out, man. You ain't saying nothing but a word, boy. You know I think I'm Arsenio Hall. Let's do it. That's Cash Color Campus.
Smoke battle,
conversation.
baby.
We out. Well, I appreciate you, man.